Equipped with technology, safety and luxury, all from just $35,990, you can afford the very best in Santa Fe.
Hello everyone and welcome to Germany, welcome to World Cup 2006, the year of the Stoat. Roy and myself are here in Germany for you on Dribble. That's right, Dribble, Mint, Roy und HG. And now, without further ado, let me welcome the Prince of the Penalty Spot, the King of the Kids, the Duke of the Dive, rampaging Roy Slavin. Roy, welcome to Germany, bro. Welcome to World Cup action. You must be feeling as fit as buggery.
I am, actually. It's marvellous to be in Germany. I haven't been here for years. But it's so easy to forget just how great Germany is. I mean, we've all had relatives, many of us, who stayed here 39, 45.
Yes.
Not that entertaining, different set of circumstances, but the Germans still have that tremendous sense of humour for which they're famous.
Yes.
You know, I love the Papa bands, I love the sausages, the beer.
The beer.
The beer. It's unreal. I love the lederhosen. I love the fact you can just sit on your butt for hours on end and just let it run, dribble down the ankles.
While you pour it in at the other end.
While you pour it in the other end. That's Germany.
Yes.
Funny, fit, ferocious, fantastic. The 4 Fs, if I could say fantastic.
You can. Now, Roy, obviously the World Cup will capture the world's imagination. People won't be looking anywhere else but Germany over the next month. Dribble will be there for the whole duration of the World Cup, especially following the green and gold here's hitting tilt by the Socceroos. But, Roy, your history at the World Cup, it's not well known, is it, that you were here in '74 with the original Socceroos, that Johnny Warren-led side, which was, well, Johnny Warren part of the side, which was just a fantastic foot in the door, a series of amateur plumbers and tradesmen coming over here, getting time off their work. Now it's completely different, isn't it? It's all first class. It's all paid for by, of course, Football Australia. And, Roy, your memories of the World Cup over the years?
Well, it's almost professional now, isn't it, HG? I mean, days gone by, I mean, we're just blokes with, you know, just a couple of pairs of boots, and a pair of shorts and a shirt,
and hope,
in our hearts. We were just Aussie battlers. You know, sure, we couldn't play very well, or we couldn't play at all. Let's face it. All we'd do is root the ball up the other end and hope someone with a big head was there to blast it into the net. Never happened, but it was a great idea. You know, we couldn't dribble, we couldn't keep the ball on the ground. You know, but these days players are quite capable of moving the ball almost in the direction in which they want it to go, and I take my hat off to them. It takes enormous skill and enormous practice. And I think Hus has brought out the best in this team. He's brought out our brutality, our natural instinct to be violent, and I think it's terrific.
Can I ask, Roy, you place an enormous emphasis on the dribble.
Dribble, yes.
You know, why is this? You believe that it is the heart and soul of the game. Dribble is the heart and soul of the game.
I do. Look, I think you should be able to live with your ball. That's what I say to kids these days. Just live with your ball. Wake up with your ball. Take it everywhere you go. You know, keep it with you. Look at Harry Kewell. Arguably, Johnny Warren, you know, one of the last things he said to me was that he felt that Harry Kewell was the best dribbler in the world.
Best dribbler in the world.
Certainly the best dribbler that Australia's ever produced. You know, and that's a big rap from Johnny Warren. And I think it's true.
Roy, we come to Germany, and I know you've had a love affair with Germany since, obviously, 39-45, where you, as mentioned, you had many relatives stay here through the extended period. You've been out with
under different circumstances.
Under slightly different circumstances, not a lot different, but slightly different. Roy, you've had the cameras out and about. Let's have a look at some footage that you shot earlier this week.
Here's your Papa bands, actually. They did a lovely version of Waltzing Matilda. Blew me right away.
Now, is this the Socceroos reception here?
It is, HG, yes. This is what they laid on for our boys. Look at that. Beers aplenty. And castles, HG. You know, we've seen castles, you know, but there's nothing like the unreal nature of the castles here in Germany. That's where Hitler stayed. He stayed there as well. Loved it there, and he stayed there as well. Loved that as well.
Did he stay here?
No, he didn't. He couldn't fit through because he's a tall bloke. You know, knights were much smaller in those days, HG, when that castle was hurled up. You know, either that or horses are bigger.
Now, Roy, do you have a particular favourite town or favourite part? I mean, people rave about Bavaria. Is that a part of Germany that you like, or do you prefer Frankfurt, obviously where the sausages come from, or the thing that you put in the hot water and then put it on a bun, as in the Frankfurt? Yeah, and you can get a beautiful... Look, I've been amazed at the quality of meat dishes here. We'll hopefully, through the course of Dribble, be able to bring you some of those from makers not very far from where we're broadcasting here. Roy, but Germany itself, it offers so much diversity, and have you a favourite part?
I love Bonn.
Bonn.
I love Bonn.
Is that where Liebfrau wine comes from?
Not bad, just outside Bonn. Bonn, you've got all... You never eat vegetables in Bonn, it's all meat. And you can sit down to 4 courses, each with 4 bits of different sorts of meat, stuffed in different ways.
What have you had there,
The Germans love their meat. I've had Devon stuffed with bratwurst.
Wow!
Hey? Get your head cut through.
Yeah.
There's meat, that's soft meat that you squeeze out of the middle of your Devon. You know, it comes out as a sort of paste.
Yes.
They love their meat, especially in Bonn. It's known as the meat capital of the world.
Yeah. And stuffing, is that popular?
Yes, stuffing.
I mean, across the whole of Germany, I don't have to go to Bonn if I want
you can say anywhere in Germany, you can just say, want meat und stuffed, or stuffen. And they'll say, no worries, mate, in their halting German way.
Right. Well, and I hope to be able to, throughout the course of the Dribble month, as we're calling it here at the World Cup, bring you some features of meat, because the meat here is first class. Cars, though, Roy?
Yeah, cars are great.
BMW?
You've got your BMW, you've got your Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
You know, they're highly creditable machines.
Yes.
Your Audi, I don't know much about it. It's a bit weird.
Not as good as a Holden, though.
No. I mean, if Holden had any sense, they'd be blasting, they'd be giving each Socceroo a Holden to drive around in, and kids, Germans, would be saying, God almighty, I want one of them.
What is that car? Speaking of Australians, Roy, the Australian arrived on a Sid Fogg bus. You caught this. I was surprised that Sid Fogg would get the bus over here through customs and everything with the boys on board.
Yeah.
This is O-Ringen, where they're turned out in millions.
Yeah.
Of course, the Sid Fogg bus couldn't get in, but luckily one of the fire wardens had a chainsaw there and got it through. Now, the digs at O-Ringen, Roy, they're a bit austere, aren't they?
They are austere, but very comfortable. I think the boys will be happy here. There's somewhere to lounge about. Obviously, the facilities are first class. Sure, it's not a double bed, it's 2 singles strapped together, but I think the boys will be okay. And they keep the water so still here in O-Ringen. And the tulips. The tulips are just amazing. Sure, you imagine the tulips are in Holland. No. The Germans cutting bloody rats have decided to plant bulbs around O-Ringen.
So they
get a big bulb off, you know, so you look out through your window and, whoa, you think you're in Holland. Yeah. No, you're not. You're in O-Ringen.
Roy, once the boys settle in, do you think there's enough room there for hitting and Graham Arnold and the other coaches to get them practising what they need to practice for the World Cup? I didn't see any room to kick a footy around.
Oh, there's a golf course just out the back. That's where they'll be practising, booting the ball into the hole, hitting style.
Now, Australia plays in Group F. Group F. Group F, the group of cholera, as I called it.
Yes.
Now,
Brazil,
that's a mix
Croatia,
between
Australia,
cholera and diarrhea. It's a terrible disease to catch.
It is.
Now, take us through it, Roy.
OK, Brazil, they're the #1 bunnies. They're the big shots. They're the